Welcome to the wild, my friends. In this series, we're diving headfirst into the heart of survival. We'll be facing down Mother Nature's toughest challenges, from plane crashes to bear encounters and everything in between. Listen up, because I'm going to equip you with the knowledge and skills you need to conquer any extreme situation. We'll be covering everything from essential gear to life-saving techniques, so you can face the unexpected with courage and confidence. This isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about pushing your limits, embracing the unknown, and emerging stronger on the other side. So pack your wits, your grit, and your sense of adventure, because things are about to get wild. Remember, survival is all about mindset. Stay positive, stay focused, and never give up. Now let's get started. We're starting off with a situation that's the stuff of nightmares, a plane crash. Now, I know what you're thinking. Bear, that's terrifying. And you're right, it is, but panic won't save you. Knowledge will. First things first, brace yourself. If you feel that plane starting to go down, get your head down, your knees up, and your arms wrapped around them. This brace position is your best defense against serious injury. Remember, every second counts in a crash. You've got a small window to get out alive, so stay calm and move quickly. Follow the illuminated pathway. On the floor, it'll lead you to the nearest exit, and if you can, grab a life jacket or even just that seat cushion beneath you. They could mean the difference between sinking and staying afloat. Right, you've escaped the wreckage. Now what? First, get clear of that plane. There's a real risk of fire or explosion, so put some distance between you and the danger zone. Next, take a moment to assess your surroundings. Where are you? Are there any signs of civilization? Do you have any injuries that need immediate attention? Now's the time to signal for help. Use anything bright or reflective you can find. A mirror, a piece of metal, even your watch face can catch the light and attract attention. And remember, water, shelter, and warmth are your top priorities in a survival situation. Stay hydrated, find cover, and do whatever it takes to stay warm. These basic needs can be the difference between life and death. All right, imagine this. You're thousands of feet in the air and your parachute decides to take a vacation. Terrifying, right? But don't lose hope. You've got a backup plan. Literally, every parachute pack comes equipped with a reserve chute. So if that main chute lets you down, don't hesitate. Yank that reserve ripcord and pray for the best. Now, while you're plummeting towards the earth, you need to control your descent as much as possible. Spread your arms and legs wide, like a starfish. This increases your surface area, slows you down, and helps to prevent uncontrollable spinning. Remember, panic won't help you land safely. Take deep breaths, stay focused, and keep your eyes peeled for a suitable landing spot. Let's talk landing zones. Ideally, you want to aim for something that'll cushion your impact: trees, bushes, even a snowdrift. Water is an option, but remember, it can be as hard as concrete if you hit it wrong. If you can't avoid a hard landing, try to land on your side. This helps to distribute the impact force and protect your vital organs. And whatever you do, keep your legs together. Now brace yourselves for impact. This is where the PLF, the parachute landing fall, comes in. It's a technique used by paratroopers to minimize injury during landing. As you hit the ground, you want to roll with the momentum. Land on your feet, then roll onto your side, and finally onto your back. This helps to absorb the shock and prevent broken bones. A real-life fire is no joke. Panic is a killer. Get low, smoke rises, stay below the smoke line, feel doors for heat, avoid hot doors, find another way out. There's always a way out. Seal gaps with wet towels or use duct tape. Keep smoke out, signal for help. A window could be your lifeline. The worst-case scenario, your clothes catch fire. It's a living nightmare, but you can beat it. Stop moving, hit the ground, and roll like your life depends on it, because it does. This smothers the flames and gives you a fighting chance. Remember, fire needs oxygen to survive, and rolling cuts off its supply. Now, while you're down there, keep your head low, heat rises, and you want to keep your airway clear. Once the fire's out, assess the situation. Can you make a break for it? Is help on the way? Remember, every second counts in a fire. Stay calm, stay focused, and use your head. You can get through this. Out here in the wild, you're in their territory, and trust me, you don't want to be on a bear's bad side. First things first, you've got to know your enemy. Black bears, they're like the teenagers of the bear world, more curious than malicious. Make yourself big, shout, bang some pots and pans if you've got them. Let them know you're not worth the effort. But if a black bear does attack, fight back with everything you've got. Aim for the eyes, the nose, any vulnerable spot. Now, grizzlies, they're the heavyweights. You see a grizzly, you channel your inner possum. Play dead. Lie flat on your stomach, hands protecting your neck, legs spread out a bit. This makes it harder for them to flip you over for a tasty snack. Grizzlies are looking for an easy meal, not a fight. The worst thing you can do in a bear encounter? Run. It triggers their instinct to chase, and trust me, you won't outrun them. If you need to move, do it slowly, sideways, maintaining eye contact. Let the bear know you see it, you respect its space, and you're not a threat. Now, I know this is all easier said than done, but adrenaline is a powerful tool. Use that fear, channel it into focus, and remember what I've told you. Stay calm, assess the situation, and act accordingly. You'd be surprised what you're capable of when your back's against the wall. Out in the open with a storm brewing, lightning's not looking for a fight, it's looking for the easiest path to the ground, and you don't want to be it. First things first, lose the altitude. Get low, and I mean low. Find a ditch, a gully, anything to get you below the surrounding terrain. Trees, they might seem like shelter, but they're lightning magnets. Avoid them like the plague, especially isolated ones. If you're in a group, spread out. Lightning can travel through the ground, so give each other a wide berth, at least 20 feet. This reduces the risk of everyone getting fried if lightning strikes. Remember, safety in numbers means spreading out, not huddling together. Metal attracts lightning like moths to a flame. Ditch anything, metal phones, trekking poles, even that shiny belt buckle. Water is another conductor, so if you're caught in the open, get away from any streams, puddles, or lakes. Your best bet, seek shelter immediately. A car is a surprisingly safe haven thanks to something called the Faraday cage effect. A sturdy building is your next best option. Remember, lightning can strike up to 10 miles away from a thunderstorm, so if you hear thunder, even distant rumbles, it's time to take cover. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and remember, this too shall pass. All right, we're in the thick of it now, deep in snake territory. Getting bitten by a venomous snake can be a real game changer. First, assess the situation. Try to get a good look at the snake. Identifying the snake is crucial for medics. Different snakes, different antivenom. It's about getting the right treatment fast. Remember, panic is your worst enemy. Most bites aren't from venomous species. If bitten by a venomous one, stay calm. Adrenaline pumps venom faster. Take a deep breath, control your heart rate. First and foremost, immobilize the affected area. Keep the bite below your heart level. Don't suck the venom out. It's a myth. Avoid ice. It restricts blood flow. Get professional help quickly. Apply a pressure bandage, not too tight. Monitor for swelling or discoloration. Every second counts. The ocean, a powerful force of nature. It can be exhilarating, but it can also turn dangerous in an instant, especially if you find yourself caught in a rip current. These powerful currents can pull even the strongest swimmers away from shore. First rule of survival, don't panic. Easier said than done, I know, but thrashing about will only waste precious energy. Rip currents are like a watery treadmill. They're incredibly strong, but they won't pull you underwater. Your instinct might be to swim straight back to shore, but that's like swimming against a raging river. Exhausting and ultimately futile. Instead, think sideways. Swim parallel to the shore along the coastline. Rip currents are usually quite narrow, so by swimming parallel, you'll quickly escape the pull of the current. Once you feel the pull lessen, you can start swimming diagonally back towards the shore. Now, if, despite your best efforts, you find yourself still struggling, it's time to conserve energy and signal for help. Flip onto your back, float to stay above water, and wave your arms to attract attention. Remember, even the strongest swimmers can fall victim to a rip current. There's no shame in calling for help. It could save your life. Keep your eyes peeled for lifeguards, surfers, or anyone on the shore who might be able to assist. Prevention is always better than cure. Before diving into unfamiliar waters, take note of any warning signs or flags on the beach. Talk to the lifeguards. They're the experts and can advise you on safe swimming areas. The ocean is a powerful force, but by staying calm, knowing the dangers and respecting its power, you can enjoy its beauty while staying safe. We're diving into deep waters now, folks. Shark territory. These magnificent creatures are the apex predators of the ocean. Remember, we're visitors in their home. Sharks play a vital role in the marine ecosystem. Avoid swimming in areas known for shark activity. If you encounter a shark, stay calm. Panicking will attract attention. Sharks are attracted to movement and vibrations. Avoid wearing shiny jewelry. It can resemble fish scales attracting sharks. Sharks are incredibly perceptive creatures. They can sense fear, so it's important to project an aura of confidence, even if your heart is racing. Maintain eye contact with the shark. This shows them that you're not an easy target. If a shark does approach aggressively, it's time to switch from passive observation to active defense. Remember, you have to fight for your life. Target its sensitive areas, the eyes, gills, and snout. Use anything you have on hand as a weapon, your camera, a rock, even your bare hands. Aim for a sharp, decisive blow to deter the shark. Remember, sharks are opportunistic feeders. If you put up a strong fight, they're more likely to move on to an easier target. Ultimately, the best way to survive a shark encounter is to avoid one altogether. Be aware of your surroundings, respect their territory, and remember, we're just visitors in their underwater world. All right, we're in the thick of it now. The elements are closing in and the cold is a relentless beast. You've got to be proactive, stay ahead of the game. First things first, layering. This isn't a fashion show, it's about survival. Think of it like building a survival burrito. You've got your base layer, something close to the skin that wicks away moisture. Next, your insulating layer, something fluffy like fleece or wool to trap that precious body heat. And finally, your outer shell, something windproof and water-resistant to keep the elements at bay. Remember, 2 thin layers can be warmer than 1 thick one, giving you flexibility depending on the conditions. Keep those layers snug but not too tight. You need good blood circulation to keep those extremities warm. And don't forget a hat. You lose a surprising amount of heat through your head. Staying dry is as crucial as staying layered. Water is a heat thief, robbing your body's warmth faster than you can say hypothermia. If you find yourself drenched, find shelter immediately and prioritize drying those clothes. Build a fire if you can. Even a small one can make a world of difference. No dry clothes? Stuff your layers with dry natural materials like leaves or moss. It might sound crazy, but hey, we're surviving here. And remember, your body's furnace needs fuel. Eating might be the last thing on your mind in a survival situation, but it's vital for keeping your internal engine running and generating heat. High-energy foods are your best bet. Think nuts, seeds, chocolate, anything calorie-dense that will give you that much-needed energy boost. And whatever you do, steer clear of alcohol. It might seem like a good idea at the time, but it actually lowers your core temperature. We're talking about the White Death now, the avalanche, a force of nature that can swallow you whole in an instant. If you find yourself caught, act fast, yell, alert anyone nearby, move to the side, out of the main flow. Think of it like a raging river. Fight to stay on top, grab onto something solid. If pulled under, it's not over. Create an air pocket, cup your hands to breathe. The avalanche has stopped. You're buried. It's dark, it's terrifying, but you can't afford to panic. Now's the time to dig deep, summon that inner strength. If you can move your arms and legs, start digging. Try to create some space around you. But remember, conserve your energy. Don't exhaust yourself if you don't have to. Stay calm, focus on your breathing. If you have a whistle or a signal mirror, use them. If not, try to clear some snow near the surface and mark it with a brightly colored piece of clothing. Help is coming, but it might take time. You have to believe that. This is where mental toughness is just as important as physical strength. Remember, survival is in your DNA. We've covered a lot of ground, from the skies to the mountains, from the depths of the ocean to the heart of a raging fire. Remember, knowledge is power. These life-saving tips are your tools, your weapons against the unexpected. Stay alert, stay prepared, and never ever give up, because out here in the wild, survival is the only option.